Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is long overdue, but I wanted to react to Disturbed's The Sound of Silence, but this time the live version on Conan. I got like thousands of comments, well probably not thousands, but hundreds of comments telling me I should do this version as well. And you should go check out my first reaction to this song. It actually blew my mind. I can confidently say I've never seen a cover done in such a diametrically opposed way to the original that works. I hope that made sense. The fact that Paul Simon listened to that version and gave it 2 thumbs up and said, hey, Disturbed, David Draymond, like, you killed this, like, let me roll out the red carpet. That means a lot coming from Paul Simon, who I really respect. I love him as an artist, but he's kind of a tough nut. Let's just say that. Even his whole debacle with Simon, Garfunkel, they have had a history of sort of just, clashing. Anyways, I'm rambling. I can't wait to do this version. Please go support Disturbed after you watch this video. They deserve the credit. But if you like my reaction and what I do here, please hit subscribe, like this video. Please leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you, and we'll jump right in. Okay, thanks to everyone that reminded me to do this because I'm excited. Oh, and apparently he had a cold while doing this. That was another thing people kept saying, so I have that in mind.
Please welcome Disturbed!
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stared by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw.
I have to go back.
And in the...
This is where I think the prelude, sort of that first minute, that little slow build-up, this octave change for him is like, I've gone back and listened to the original, the studio version of Disturbed's cover of this like 50 times since I watched that video, maybe more. And I just think this is where it ramps up and I get full chills. I mean, I've literally heard nothing like it before. Never. Oof, goddamn, he's so good and he's killing it.
And touch the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs and voices never shared. And no one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fools say that you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows.
I need to go back again. Listen to the like, what are those drums called? They are so pivotal in this for setting that
Fools
tone.
say that
I can tell he's like a little nasally because he's sick, but it's working. It's like completely working. His like, I don't want to call it a falsetto, but his higher pitched tone is so majestic coming from a metal singer. You know what I mean? I'm going to shut up and let this play out from here on. I'm sorry. I kind of hate myself for doing this.
songs and voices never shared, and no one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fools say that you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words and I might teach you. Take my arms and I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell and echoed in the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made.
I need to hear that.
Bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. And the sign lashed out its warning. And the words that it was forming. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls, whispered in the sound of silence.
Can you imagine being in that little small audience on the Conan set? Like, probably not knowing what to expect. So, imagine not having heard this before, being on that set and witnessing that with the, I keep wanting to say like tympanic drums or something. I think there's something. I think that's the word, tympanic. That was incredible. The gristle in his voice, slight nasaliness from the cold. I mean, no doubt that was there. But I think that contributed to the excellence of the presentation. I mean, as he's like digging in to sort of kind of sing with grit, I think that's what caught me off guard my first watch was, the original is this. I went back and listened to the original many times after as well because I wanted to compare the two. And it's a softer song. There's definitely amazing poetry there and warnings about the future, but Disturbed's darker take on it, just in terms of the musicality that surrounds it. I mean, it literally pushes those elements to the forefront, and you can't help to think about society and technology essentially changing our discourse as a society and how we interact with people, basically looking down at our phones. That was incredible. That was incredible. I'm so glad all of you suggested I go back and watch this version. I actually don't know which I prefer. I'm going to have to listen to this a couple more times and sort of compare. And it could be the case that both are amazing in their own retrospect. I loved the video that went with the original. I think that the stylistic choices they made kind of spelled it out for you in terms of the messaging. But just watching David there sit there and, it all or nothing sort of performance, like you have to put everything you can into that to really achieve what he did. And he certainly did. Um, Someone was saying he's like classically trained. I mean, that's incredible. That shows. That shows. So thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe, like this. Please leave some comments. I'd love to hear from you. Make sure to go support Disturbed at their channel. They really deserve all the credit. And if you like what I do and you want to support me a little further, I do have a Patreon. Not needed, but always appreciated. Hey everyone, hope you really enjoyed the video. Thanks for finishing it. I really appreciate every single one of you. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons over on Patreon. I could not do what I'm doing right now without you. And so I just want to make sure that you know that I am extremely appreciative of your support. So thank you. If you haven't joined or you're considering, there's some links down here below. Also my other socials, ways to donate and support what I do here. But most of all, thank you again just for being here, leaving me comments. It makes my day, and I really, really can't wait to see you in future videos.